Now, listen to me carefully, because if you listen to me carefully now in this first couple of minutes, then you'll understand the entire issue. Okay. Now, BLA stands for Baloch Liberation Army. Now, Baloch Liberation Army is seeking independence from Pakistan. Balochistan is a province of Pakistan, and Baloch Liberation Army is seeking independence for that. Now, Pakistan considers it a terrorist organization. Now, this is a similar situation to that proverb, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. For some people in Pakistan, this is a terrorist organization, but for Balochis, it is a freedom organization, freedom movement. Nonetheless, Baloch Liberation Army is seeking independence for Balochistan. Now, you need to know a few facts about Balochistan, okay? And listen to me carefully. Balochistan is the largest province of Pakistan. 44% of Pakistan's area is in Balochistan. But Balochistan's population is the least, okay? The least amount of people are there in Balochistan as compared to other provinces, okay? So it has larger area, but very few people. It is scarcely populated, okay? Number two, Balochistan is rich in natural resources, extremely rich in natural resources, okay? It is generally said that when a Baloch boy is born, well, he drops or he plants his feet. When he starts walking, he plants his feet on gold, because Balochistan is extremely rich in natural resources. But when he grows up, his lifespan is short. You understand that a Balochi boy, when he starts walking, he lands his feet on gold, but his lifespan is short because Pakistan army is conducting a brutal crackdown on Balochi people. Okay, because Baloch Liberation Army is fighting for freedom, and Pakistan army thinks that every Balochi person is a terrorist. That is why they are conducting a brutal crackdown. Now, Balochistan, since Pakistan's birth, has been fighting for independence. There have been 5 instances of Baloch insurgency in the past. The first insurgency was in 1948, and the 5th insurgency started in 2005-06 and is still continuing. It has been 20 years, around 20 years. It is still continuing. Now, why are Balochi people angry with Pakistan? Why are they fighting? You need to know about this. First of all, Balochistan is extremely rich province as far as natural resources are concerned. But Balochi people say that the Punjabi-dominated Pakistan, okay, Punjabi-dominated Pakistan army and Punjabi-dominated Pakistan establishment is stealing away their resources and giving them nothing in return. They're exploiting them. So the resources are found in Balochistan, but are benefiting Punjabi Pakistani people. Okay, this is reason number 1. So there is this economic grievance. Then there is this ethno-political grievance also, because the ruling establishment of Pakistan is also Punjabi dominated. Okay, all the other provinces have this grievance, but Balochistan has very little representation in the political elite. So they have this ethnic conflict with Punjabis also, Balochi people. They have this political grievance. And didn't I tell you that since the first insurgency, Pakistan army has shown some high-handedness in Balochistan, right? They have been very brutal with Balochi people. Now, when this last insurgency began in 2005-2006, well, Pakistan army conducted a brutal crackdown, and this is still going on. Now, there are some innocent Balochistani people who are not part of BLA, any terrorist organization, but on the basis of a small suspicion, Pakistan army comes to their houses and picks up their male kids. So there is a huge issue of missing persons. There are so many people who were abducted by unknown people, possibly Pakistan army, never returned. Their bodies are not returned. Their family members are saying that we don't know whether our person is alive or dead. It is a huge issue, missing persons issue. So now the situation is on the boil. And recently Baloch Liberation Army conducted various attacks also, terrorist attacks also. Now, did I say before, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. So for Pakistan, BLA, Baloch Liberation Army, is a terrorist organization. For Balochi people, and even for some in India, it is a freedom organization. Now, Pakistan has been trying hard to declare BLA internationally as a terrorist organization. Recently, USA declared BLA as a foreign terrorist organization. But now Pakistan was trying to declare this organization as a terrorist organization through United Nations, not just USA, United Nations. Now, in United Nations, there is a committee, sanctions committee called 1267 committee. We'll talk about this, okay? If any terrorist organization is listed on that list, okay, then that terrorist organization becomes a global terrorist organization, okay? It is declared officially by UN, and well, all countries have to support against or fighting against that particular organization. Now, Pakistan is seeking that. Now, recently, Pakistan basically said that it should be part of this sanctions committee list, okay? But USA, UK, and France blocked it. So, Pakistan and China wanted to declare BLA as a terrorist organization, but USA, UK, and France blocked it. What was their reason? We'll talk about that also. Clear? So, now you have a good background. So, let's talk about this, okay? All right. So BLA and UNSC 1267 Sanctions Committee. So about Baloch insurgency, well, there have been, like I mentioned before, 5 Baloch wars of independence since 1948. What are Baloch grievances? Ethno-political, okay, against Punjabi elite of Pakistan, political elite. They have economic grievances. They are against Pakistan Army, and they have this huge missing persons issue. Clear? Now, what is BLA? Stands for Baloch Liberation Army. Okay, and BLA has its organization called Majid Brigade. Now, Majid Brigade is the suicide squad of BLA. It is full of suicide bombers. Okay, so both of them, Pakistan is trying to declare them as international terrorists. Okay, now you need to know one thing about this 1267 Sanctions Committee of UN. Okay, this 1267 Sanctions Committee was formed to take action against Al-Qaeda, Osama bin Laden, Al-Qaeda. Then Taliban showed support for Al-Qaeda, therefore Taliban also got included in this list. Then in 2015, ISIS was included in this list. So basically this Sanctions Committee is there to fight against these 3 terrorist organizations. Any organization that has links with these 3 terrorist organizations would be included in this list. Now, Pakistan has been saying that the recent terrorist attacks caused by BLA, well, BLA is receiving help from Taliban, that is Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, and they have some links with the Afghanistan branch of ISIS, that is ISIS Khorasan, ISIS-K. So now Pakistan is saying that, well, the grounds are fresh or the grounds are suitable for declaring BLA to be a part of this 1267 committee. Clear? So Pakistan claims them to be a terror organization and that has links with ISIS-K, that is ISIS Khorasan, and TTP, which is part of Taliban. Clear? That's the entire background. Now about 1267 Sanctions Committee. So this 1267 Sanctions Committee, this committee was formed as per United Nations Security Council 1267 resolution. Okay, this resolution was passed by United Nations in 1999. Okay, because in 1998 or 1999, Osama bin Laden, before 9/11, Osama bin Laden was responsible for bombing, well, US embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Nairobi is the capital of Kenya. So he bombed embassies of America. So America created this committee, okay, through UN to basically take action against Al-Qaeda. Okay. Later, Taliban supported Al-Qaeda, so Taliban also got included in this 1267 Sanctions Committee. So this resolution was initially formed for Al-Qaeda and Taliban. But later, what happened was that in 2015, ISIS was also included. Clear? Now, to implement this resolution, a committee was formed which is called 1267 Sanctions Committee. Okay, so any organization, any individual who's found to have financial deals with this organization, because these terrorist organizations require money. So any person who's found to financially deal with these terrorist organizations, well, his accounts can be frozen, his company can be frozen, anything can be done under this. Make sense? Okay. Now I told you that USA, UK and France blocked this listing in 1267 Sanctions Committee of BLA. Okay, what is this entire issue? So they have put a technical hold. So basically what has happened is that Pakistan and China sponsored this advice, this recommendation that list BLA in 1267. Okay, so Pakistan, China bid to list BLA. Now, this was blocked by US, France, and UK. And what was the reason given by them? They said that till now there is no credible evidence that BLA is linked with Al Qaeda or ISIS. So, because there is no credible evidence, we will put this proposal on a technical hold for 6 months. Clear? So, this is the entire thing.